Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun of Stars. Welcome to today's reading. I also want to send a lot of love to everybody who's new. Thank you for subscribing. So what are we, also, when we already talk about it, the future spouse readings, I have a lot of ideas, so they're coming soon, but I also want to do like spiritual readings, talking about success and about like what your spirit guides want you to know, because it's all connected, like your love life, how you feel internally, it's all connected. I'm also working on something, especially for those who are a little bit, where you feel like you need a little bit of support to believe in love, or to believe in your true love, or to believe in love in general. There is something beautiful coming for you guys, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Do you say it like that? I think so. So in today's reading, I want to talk about your future success. Now, success does not always mean like material success. It can also be emotional success, or successfully overcoming anxiety, successfully overcoming a certain belief system that stopped you, you know, because in essence it's all connected, like everything is connected. So what we're going to look at today is your future success. What are you currently mastering? Like what kind of lesson are you mastering? What kind of lesson have you learned successfully, and how does it impact your life on planet Earth? Because we're going to dive into the energies that are surrounding you and that are within you, within your soul, within your heart, you know, that is directly connected to your spirit guides, to your ancestors, to even like your past life, you know. It depends on what we're going to touch on today. So yeah, and how does that impact your daily life, and what kind of success does it bring to you, like that you learned this lesson, or that you learned to work with that energy, and what kind of success does it bring to you, like tangible success, let's say. So that's what we're going to look at today. Yeah, in the next clip you can choose between 4 beautiful crystals, and this is also probably going to be a very intense and long reading, because when I was shuffling the cards, the energy that came through was water. So we're going to be like diving into the heart, and it's probably also going to be a very emotional reading. I try not to cry, because I'm a crybaby. Like I cry very easily because I feel deeply, although I'm not a water sign. Yeah, so you can choose in the next clip between the 4 piles, and I will see you in your reading, guys. Hello beautiful pile number 1. You chose this beautiful crystal here. It's actually part of a chandelier. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Let's look at your cards. What kind of success is coming to you? What are you currently learning, mastering? What kind of success does it bring to you, right? So let's look at your reading. I actually have to share something personal with you guys, because yesterday I had a very intense download, I almost want to say, because I was thinking, you know, I was thinking a lot, but I also was thinking, like, you know, because I also touched upon it in the intro of the video, that some people have like a problem with believing in love and believing in true love. They feel some type of resistance, and therefore they also attract people that are not truly the one or their true love. And for some reason it's very easy for me to believe in love, but or let's say I had so many experiences that, you know, like they were so intense, it's almost like, you know, the universe showed me love, I almost want to say, to the point where I could never doubt it, you know. I'm also a Libra and a Taurus, if you want to know about it, and it's all Venus energy, and we have Venus here. So we have Cancerian energy here. It says this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring and loving. It may concern family, a mother or a child. Now, this can literally concern that you will successfully heal your relationship with your mother, or successfully heal the relationship that you have with your family. Now, I know that not everybody was like blessed with having like a beautiful family dynamic, in a sense where some people do not have the strongest connection to their parents, or they felt neglected as a child, or something happened in your childhood that really impacts your life up until now when it comes to how your parents were raising you, or how the lack of raising you, basically, right? So I wrote something down that I want to share. I wrote it down yesterday, and today I saw your cards and I knew it's connected. So give me a second, I'm going to get my notes and read it to you. It is personal, but I feel like I should I should share it with you, because I feel like it's very important for you to hear. Our parents loved us to the best of their ability. A lot of parents grew up themselves in a household with a lack of love and come from a broken home, and couldn't love us the way we needed them to. As we grow older, it almost feels like we need to discover the loving mother, the loving father archetype within ourselves, and love ourselves back to life, and revive the heart, and attract the love and activate the love within us to its full effect. So the energy that I'm feeling here is, as you can see on the card, you can see that there is a mother and she's absolutely loving on her child. This could actually be that you will be successful getting pregnant for some of you guys, if you have been thinking about it. For others of you, I almost want to say some of you guys have like this fear that you will be like a bad mother, and Spirit is saying you will be an amazing mother. Like, you will raise your children so beautifully. They will have everything that they need. If you had this thought in your mind, you know, in the back of your subconscious mind. Now, in general, this energy reminds me that it reminds me of the feeling where I healed my connection with my mother, because my mother was very, let's say, there's a spirit guide here. My mother was very she had a lot on her plate, and she couldn't give me the love that I needed. And I had a very, very intense spiritual awakening where I understood that my mother, it's not my mother's fault, but she also comes from a very, very broken home, and that me being mad at her or being mad at my father does not, I was never mad at them, but you know, it still is like a, you have it in the back of your mind, like my mother treated me like that, right? You know, and I realized that I can only, you know, go further in life if I finally accept that, okay, they couldn't love me the way I needed them to, or they didn't help me to have like a, or let's say for others of you, you might be thinking like, oh, why didn't my parents like work more and had more money so that they can support me in the future? You know, for everybody it's different. So I had this intense spiritual awakening where I saw a quote, and the quote said, I'm going to put it here. It said, be the love you never received. And I don't know, it kicked in so, it really was what I needed to hear in this very moment. And when I first read this quote, I understand that my mother, my father couldn't love me the way I needed to, but I have so much love within my own heart, you know. I feel so compassionate to the people around me, to animals, you know. I understand the suffering of other people, you know, that I decided to be a person that loves other people. In my mind, I was thinking to myself, if I didn't get the love that I needed when I was younger, I at least want other people to feel love, because if I never had that, I never want other people to feel the lack of love that I felt. So I started to bring love everywhere I could, you know. I was, you know, really like my heart opened, and we have it here. I feel like this is going to be a very intense awakening or lesson that you're learning right now in life, that you have so much love in your own heart. You have so much love. You have the love of a loving mother. You have the love of a loving father inside of you. And it is time for you to take on to be your own parent, in a sense, to be your own mother, to be your own father, because as we grow older, we become mature, right? When we were younger, we were dependent on the love of our parents, but as we become older, we understand we cannot always depend on our parents to do everything perfectly, but we know, like I, Cynthia, know what I need to feel loved, you know, or I know what it feels like to not feel loved, and therefore I can, you know, give myself the love that I need. I can tell myself you're beautiful. I can see my own beautiful, caring soul, you know. So what I'm feeling here is, pie number one, you are learning to love yourself. It's a feeling of, I almost want to say that you feel you will probably the next couple of weeks go through a transformation where your heart is literally on fire, not literally, where your heart is on fire, in a sense where you feel so much love that it just has to come out of you. This could be in the form of, you know, accepting the apology of your parents, or saying like, hey, I forgive you. I know you couldn't love me the way I needed to, but I am in the position right now where I can love myself. You know, I can understand that it wasn't possible for you when I was younger, but now I can love myself, and now I can be the love that I never received. I feel like it's very important. It's a very important quote for me to, you know, talk about, because it was like a very intense awakening for me. So again, it was be the love you never received, and I was like, wow, I just want to love people to the point where they feel the love that I never felt. So the energy that I'm feeling here is that it also talks about clear the vessel. So I feel like you will successfully let go of belief systems from your parents. I feel like you will successfully let go of pain that you went through due to, like, maybe your parents loved you but they were never at home or something like that. They were always working. It almost feels like you're healing the relationship with your parents. Now, if you have no contact with your parents, I feel like you will spiritually and your soul will make peace with the fact that they couldn't love you, but you will be a beautiful, successful mother. You will be a successful father. You will have a successful family. You will have a family where there is love every day, you know. I almost want to say there's an energy of like you becoming this beautiful mother, this beautiful father that loves their children to the point where, because it's like, it's very crazy, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are soon to be mothers. You know, don't be scared. If you don't want it, don't do it. But if you are soon to be mothers, or if you really, really like, if one of your biggest dreams is to have like a beautiful family, because we also have come back to the center and it looks like she's in a womb, right? And we also have the child here. So here the child is still in the womb, and here the child is there. It is in the world. So I'm feeling here you will successfully heal and cleanse your body, your soul, your spirit from maybe resentment, maybe anger, maybe frustration with your mother, your father, with your family. And at the same time, there will be a shift in your heart where you are able to love yourself and to love other people on an even deeper level than you thought you could, you know. Maybe you will find yourself hugging someone very tightly when before you felt a little bit weird hugging people, or you will find yourself looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing how beautiful you are. And genuinely, this is not the outer appearance, but you will see the light in your eyes. You will see how beautiful your soul is. You will see what a beautiful soul you were gifted with, you know, by the universe. So I'm feeling a strong energy of love. It comes from a place of like loving yourself to the point where all your scars are not necessarily gone, but they're healed, you know. We also have here Venus. It says this part of your, hold on, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Now the interesting thing is, my beautiful pie number one, you are successfully manifesting love. Love is an energy that is all around us. It starts with loving our parents, loving our family, loving ourselves. So this is not only about your future spouse, but you will attract your future spouse very, very easily. I can already see it. This is an energy of truly feeling love not connected to a specific person, but more so connected to what it means to love people, you know, what it means to, you know, appreciate people, what it means to appreciate yourself, and what a beautiful, amazing person you are. Now, I also want to talk about it if you're already, you know, talking about this topic. So for me, how I started to love myself, because guys, that was not the case. I was in deep depression. I had anxiety. I had all kinds of things that I had to deal with. One thing that helped me to love myself, that was also another spiritual awakening. I was walking home. It was almost like a divine intervention, I almost want to say. So it was the evening, I was walking home, I was looking at the stars, and all of a sudden I heard like voices. I think it was my voice, but I also think there was like a mixture of something higher. So I was talking to myself like, why wouldn't I love myself? I am such a kind person. I always help people. I am always friendly to people, you know. I always offer my help to people. I always give compliments to people. I see people and I see how beautiful they are. Like, I see their beauty, you know. I don't talk bad about people. Love is important to me, and I understood like, wow, I'm such a beautiful person only because I am able to love people, you know. Again, this has nothing to do with how you look. It is a feeling. It is an energy of understanding what a kind soul you are and how the universe is appreciative of you. We need kind souls on this planet Earth, you know. It's like almost like appreciating your own soul. And as you appreciate your own soul, you start to love yourself, right? And as you start to love yourself, it's easy for you to just go around and, you know, sprinkle some love everywhere you go. And that is like a ripple effect, because then a lot of love comes to you. So I almost want to say, I'm feeling this energy that you will also probably meet in the future, like as the success that is coming to you is that you will truly understand what love means to you and truly love yourself for the first time as deeply as you can. And I also feel like you will also attract a lot of loving people. This does not only mean your future spouse, but just in general, very, very kind-hearted spirits, very kind-hearted souls you will meet on your journey. We also have you come back to the center. So I'm feeling this energy here that you probably will also successfully, like, it's almost like back to the basics. So if you felt lost, you will master to understand. I almost want to say understand your purpose, understand your mission. If you have been thinking about what is my purpose, what is my mission, it will soon be revealed to you. It comes from a place of like, as this transformation happens inside of you. The Cancerian energy here also talks about intuition. This talks about intuition, the subconscious mind. Cancerian energy have a very strong gut feeling. So I feel like your intuition is successfully guiding you to your true love, first of all, but it is also successfully guiding you to or successfully helping you to create a life that you truly, from the core of your being, love, you know. So this energy that I'm feeling here is almost like healing your past, making peace with your past from the day that you were born. But I also feel like you will successfully like almost realize or remember, recognize why you were born and what your mission is, or what you see as your mission on planet Earth, what is important to you, what you stand for. We also have here passion. It says, light up your life by honoring your deepest desire. So I truly, truly feel here, pile number one, you will start to honor and respect yourself in a very, very loving way, to the point where you attract a lot of different things to you. Venus is a very, very abundant planet. It says, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, invaluable. So, and it also talks about desire here. So I'm feeling this energy if you have been a little bit lost when it comes to what is my passion, what is my desire, what do I want to create on planet Earth. You will successfully find out what this truly is, and your heart will be on fire, full of passion. I feel like you will successfully find an answer to your question when it comes to like, why was I born, or what is my purpose, or what do I want my purpose to be, you know. Purpose doesn't have to be like this huge thing. It could could also be, I want to be the best mother that I can be. I want to, you know, for example, plant trees. You know, I feel like I want to plant trees, you know, to make this earth more beautiful. Or I want to create music that touches people's heart, you know. So I feel like you will also come to understand your deepest desires. It's almost like you will look at things with clear eyes, in the sense where everything is clear to you when it comes to why you were born, what love truly is, or what it truly means to love yourself. And your life will light up, it looks like. Then we also have here, what does it say? Optimism. If you're going to make up stories in your head about people and circumstances, please make them love stories with happy endings. So what I'm feeling here is, this talks about your success. What are you mastering? What I'm feeling here is you're going to successfully master to create your happy ending, what that means to you, like this happy, not happy ending, but you know, if you would write a book about everything that you went through, and like the last chapters are about like how you overcame it, how you met your true love, how you had this beautiful family, living happily ever after, right? I feel like this is what you're successfully manifesting right now. I'm going to read it again because I love it. If you're going to make up stories in your head about people and circumstances, please make them love stories with happy endings. So I feel like you will also successfully manifest a love story in your life, but it starts with a journey of, wow, I really love myself, you know, I'm beautiful, like everything I do for people, you know, it's almost like I'm a little angel on earth, you know, like the universe blessed me with a kind heart, like a heart of gold, you know. And we also have the heart here. Your heart will beat. What does it say? Your heart? I just heard your heart will beat to the drum of the universe. What does that mean? I think that's for you to discover. Now, I want to see a little bit more how it will impact your... Oh. I want to see how this will impact your life. It's almost like I feel like you will feel reborn, which is what happened to me when I had this awakening. And I feel like you might be in for an awakening that is very intense. Because guys, that day I never felt so much love, and it didn't have anything to do with a relationship. It had nothing to do with like a crush or something like that. I'm going to talk about it in I'm going to make a few videos about my awakenings, because they were quite intense, and I feel like you guys will enjoy listening to it, because I feel like we're all like on the same journey with like let's say different destinations, but also kind of the same, because we all long for love, right? Everybody wants to be loved. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere I go, everywhere that I've been, the only thing I see is beautiful people. I feel like, you know, this is a very upbeat song. Maybe you want to listen to it, maybe you're connected to that song, but I feel like this will be your overall mood, that you will see the beauty in everybody, but also in yourself, and you will see everywhere you go, you will see love, you know, like what it, like, you know, I told you I'm a crybaby, but one time I was like in the underground and I was looking at a girl, and she was brushing the hair of her child, and she did it with so much love that I teared up, because I saw like that is love, you know. It's not just marriage and relationship, it is also the love that we, for example, give our pets in these little moments, you know. This picture was so full of love when she was brushing her child's hair. It touched my soul, you know. Now let's see what's coming to pile number 1, future success. Give me a second, guys. Okay, what is coming to pile number 1? What is their success about? What is their success about? Okay, I really feel like for some of you guys it's healing your relationship with your mother. This could also be an apology that you attract from your mother because you change your energy. You change your energy in the way you see it, and therefore there might be you might receive an apology from your parents, from your mother or something like that, that will really, really like heal you or empower you, you know. What is coming to pile number 1? What is their future success about? Let's see. Just want to get one more card here. I love it. Okay, let's talk about it, pile number 1. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man here as well as the Knight of Pentacles. This energy always talks about feeling stagnant. This could be feeling stagnant in life, feeling like life is not really moving on. I'm not seeing any progress. This could also be an energy of feeling stuck in a certain situation, but this could also be that you feel hesitant to do something. I almost want to say that maybe there was a certain belief system that you had, or a certain feeling that you had about yourself that was quite negative, or like a belief that you had about yourself that was quite negative, you know, that maybe came from your childhood, you know. The interesting thing is, my mom, I healed the relationship with my mom, but when I grew up it was very rough, to the point where you know, she was a perfectionist and I could never do right by her, and I realized that I still sometimes carry this energy inside of me, that I do things and they look beautiful, but I say that they're not beautiful, which is what I'm working on right now, because she was such a perfectionist and always told me I'm doing something wrong. Now that I'm grown up, I still carry this energy with me, but as I realize, hey, this comes from my childhood, I can work with it, right? So what I'm feeling here is, it's almost like maybe you felt alone, that you have to let's say that you have to take care of yourself because there's nobody there with you, or there is an energy of again feeling a little bit stuck or hesitant to do something because you're not quite sure if you are ready for it or if you have enough strength to do so. Now, the success that is coming to you is, first of all, I feel like you will lose, as you can see there's a mask here. I almost want to say that first of all, you will discover a certain truth about yourself. It will set you free, but what it will also do is, I feel like you will be ready. Like for some of you guys, maybe you always wanted to be in the spotlight, always wanted to do something, you know, that is you know, very extra, you know, like something that is unusual, but you never thought that you could. Maybe you want to be on social media, maybe you want to become an actor, you know, being in front of the camera. It is something, I feel like you will gain your strength back, in the sense where you will feel quite comfortable doing things that need you to be bold. I want to say that you will gain your power back, in a sense where you will lose your stage fright. It will be very, very easy for you to speak up. It will be very, very easy for you to say what exactly you want, and it's almost like confidence, but it's a confidence that comes from a place of I almost want to say it's unshakable confidence, and it's not a confidence that comes from material things like I have this money, I have that money. It comes from a place of truly understanding who the heck you are, and nobody can tell you who you are, nobody can tell you who you should be. It's this energy of this is who I am, take it or leave it. And because you vibrate on that frequency, you also attract everything that is true to you, because as you start to be true to yourself, right, it also means like a mirror, only things that are true love, the right career, everything that is really true and customized to your soul will come to you, because you show the world, you show your parents who you truly are. We also have the Devil card here, so I truly feel like maybe you have been thinking about going on this big journey, this big experience, or you want to do something spectacular with your life, let's say, right? But you didn't know you didn't know what you should do, you didn't know what your passion truly is. So I'm feeling here you are discovering, if you have not already discovered your passion, or you will rediscover a passion of yours. Do you see that? And as you can see, there's also a light. So what it tells me is, as you rediscover this passion here, there's also an energy of where you, I feel like you will rediscover the artist within you. Doesn't have to necessarily be like that you do paintings, but also like the artist of creating your own life, I almost want to say. So what I'm feeling here is that you will probably go on a journey here. Do you see how the energy is different? Like, I'm hesitant, I don't know if I should do this, I don't know if I should invest in that. Could also be that you have been thinking about investing your money into something, like into a big project, but you were scared that you would fail. You're losing that. You're losing your fear of failure. You're losing your fear. It's almost like if we look at this energy here, this is usually like the devil energy again. I feel like you want more from life than what you have, and you know you can do it, or this is exactly what you're manifesting right now, or mastering, to know I can do this, I can master that, I have so much potential, right? And the energy that I'm feeling here is that you will spot anything that is toxic when it comes to the way you think, or whatever is holding you back. And I feel like you will successfully conquer your demons, your fears, everything that was holding you back. You will no longer feel like you're one to hold back. You will go on an adventure in a sense where you will see that I'm bold, I'm courageous. So I feel like you successfully master that energy, and therefore you become bold, you become courageous, and therefore you go for opportunities that would scare other people, but they don't scare you no more. And when you go for bigger opportunities, bigger things come to you. Now we also have the Ace of Cups here. So this is about first of all, this is about like an immense amount of love for yourself, but it also talks about your true love or new love entering your life. Let me see. I just want to get a few more cards here. Pile number one, success. What is coming to pile number one? Beautiful people. Oh, and there's another one by Justin Bieber. All around the world, people want to be loved. All around the world, there's no difference in us. I have to listen to these songs. I really like them. Okay, let's see. Okay, I can already see it. So, pile number one. I'm feeling an energy here that if you thought my life is, you know, I was like, let's say, maybe like that you thought you were cursed, or that you thought like my life is doomed to be bad, or I have bad karma, or nothing is going right for me. I feel like you will successfully escape something destructive. I don't know what exactly it is. You will know for yourself. You will escape something that would have meant your destruction, or I love it. Look at that. Your confidence is back, honey. That is unshakable confidence that I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Queen of Wands has an energy. She's a seductress. She's a seductress. She can also work with like magic, or working with like manifesting, saging, all of that. The energy that I'm picking up here is you will have a glow up, in a sense where you truly know who you are, and there's nothing that anybody can say or do to stop you. You will find your courageous and bold energy. There's a lot of fire here. As you can see, it's almost like you rediscover your fire, your passion, that and this fire also gives you the energy to manifest huge things for you. It's like your fuel. You will successfully find your fuel that fuels you every day, that makes you jump out of bed every day. You know, it's going to be different for all of you. But the Queen of Wands, again, she has unshakable confidence. She knows exactly who she is, and she uses her charm. She uses her love, right, to manifest things into her life, to manifest opportunities into her life. And then we have the King of Chalices, which is an energy where, as you can see, the books here to me is knowledge about self. This is almost like that you get to know yourself the way you've never gotten to know you. It's almost like you will rediscover, or you will discover so many things and aspects about your character and your soul. And again, I feel like you will successfully manifest your true love. I feel like this is kind of like a just the beginning here, but you will, I can't. Didn't we talk about you manifesting your future spouse? We have the King and the Queen of Wands, which is a pair. This is like a inter-row. This is the King and the Queen, you know, having the last surname. You guys, this is your true love coming here. Oh my goodness gracious, this is your true love. You are successfully manifesting your true love. If you already have somebody, I feel like you will successfully manifest like a marriage or a family, like a happy family here. Could also be moving in together, right? But I think overall your life will be more positive because your thoughts are more positive. Your thoughts are filled with more love, you know. Let's see, I want to get one more card here. One more card for my beautiful pie number 1. Okay, 2 or 3. So it says Temperance we have here. We have here the 5 of Chalices and the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you guys, you will successfully, didn't we talk about it, that you will do something where you always wanted to do that, but you were scared? This has something to do with like an adventure, something that you always wanted to do in life, like traveling around the world for 1 year, or couch surfing, or doing something absolutely crazy and bonkers, something that your heart always wanted. Now this energy that I'm feeling here is this could also be an energy that you will go on a very, very important and very adventurous journey with your future spouse or with the person that you're dealing with right now. Depends on, like, you know, you will know if this person is your future spouse and the one. Now I'm feeling here, when before you thought nothing is happening in life, all I do is, like, you know, do my stuff, like go to school, go to work, and then I just lay at home, and you know, there's nothing happening here. I feel like you will successfully manifest and attract and experience adventures in life that, like, this energy of like traveling around the world. We also have the world energy all the time because I'm hearing those songs, and we have the Temperance card here. So Spirit is bringing 2 energies together in a sense where if you have not already met your future spouse, Spirit is helping to bring you 2 together. And another thing is like the rainbow. I pay attention to the rainbow here. It's almost like you're successfully manifesting a life that you are proud of. You are successfully manifesting, like, let's say, a life that is bright and beautiful. Like, it's not perfect, let's not, you know, it's not perfect, but it's a life that you will, when you are older, look back and think, I really did that. I was really, like, I was so young, and I was crazy, and I had this desire, and I did it, you know. I did it, and it was the best experience in my life. I had the best spiritual awakening when I went to India, you know. I always wanted to go to Jamaica, and I got to know the culture, and it really impacted me. I feel like it has something to do with traveling here. It feels like traveling, and through traveling you will learn the biggest lessons in your life. It's almost like the energy of that you will maybe like come across like a guru, a teacher, or that you yourself will feel like life taught me so much, and I'm just happy with my life and how it all went, that I went for it, I overcame my fear, I was courageous to do all these crazy things. I was like living life to the fullest, I want to say. Okay, my beautiful pie number 1, I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if it resonates with you, and I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my loves, hello my beautiful pie number 1. You chose this beautiful clear quartz. Let's look at your cards. What are you manifesting, or basically like what are you successfully mastering in life, and what kind of like the lesson, you know, like the lesson from Spirit, from the universe, your karma, and what are you then attracting and manifesting into your life because you learned that lesson. So let's see, let's look at your cards. Hold on, I want to do it like that. All right, let's see. Okay, interesting. Okay, because I'm getting like different energies here. So we have the moon. It says your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. So the moon energy tells me that you are successfully learning how to work with your intuition, in a sense where, you know, when you sometimes get like this niggling feeling like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go there, and then you go there and then something happens and you're like, why the heck did I go there? Or your feeling tells you like, I don't know, I have this weird dream that my friend would get married, right? And she gets proposed the next month. I'm feeling this energy here that you're successfully learning how to work with your intuition. The energy that I'm feeling here is, we also have honor the lineage. This could also be an energy where you will make your ancestors very, very proud, you know. I'm feeling here, especially for those who have like a very strong, you know, you have a very strong culture, like African, Indian, Jamaican, whatever it is, you know. I almost want to say that you might discover something very important when it comes to your ancestors, or you will successfully connect with your ancestors. It's an energy where I also feel like I like to talk about it, where we sometimes do not see the answer in the question because we have to peel the onion. So what I'm feeling here is, I feel like what you are currently mastering is to fully express every side of you. I feel like you are somebody, you have a lot of interests, you have a lot of ideas, you are somebody, you are multifaceted, I think that's what you say, to the point where it's like there's so many sides to you. You know, also when we talk about it, for example, I could be like the daughter to my mother, you know, I could be the sister to my brother. That also means that I take on different roles. And I want to say an energy here that you kind of like will free yourself from the roles that other people placed upon you, you know, like, or for example, I work somewhere and I'm their employee. I almost want to say that you will come to the realization who you truly are, besides all of these roles, all of these like titles that people placed upon you. And I want to say that you will discover your inner truth. Like, this is me, this is me, in a sense where you will see your potential and the things that you can achieve, you know, that your soul was made for something bigger, other than just having like the role or being the role. I also want to say like being the main character in your own book, rather than like you know, doing things for other people. It's always good to do things for other people, but I almost want to say you would like break free from like you know, you have to be a certain way so people see you a certain way, and it's almost like you will get extremely comfortable with who you are, and also you will peel the onion. And I feel like you're basically like, I want to say that you're growing into the best version of yourself. And I also want to say, for some of you guys, if you are in a marriage right now and you are a little bit scared that it will not work out, because we have summoned the rain here. For some of you guys, if you're already married and it's like there's a lot happening right now, you know, it's not like going extremely well, let's say, I almost want to say that the universe is trying to say that you will successfully overcome the rain, so the marriage will work out, you know, so that you shouldn't worry about it. For others of you, this is successfully manifesting marriage. Let's be honest, we have the rings here. Look at that. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So the energy that I'm feeling here is you will probably successfully manifest your marriage, your future spouse. But I also want to say it is an energy where it almost feels like you will start to so I have an example in my head, or I'm seeing a vision, because this card reminds me of like how she would probably do like a beautiful cultural dance. And I almost want to say that what you're successfully manifesting and what you're currently learning right now is to feel alive in your body. Now, I'm trying to explain it. So it's almost like I feel like you will discover your sexuality, like in a sense where you will feel sexy or like sexual energy in your body. This is also sacral energy here with the orange energy. It's almost like if you ever felt uncomfortable in your body, or if you ever felt like you're not sexy, you have too much curves, or you don't have enough curves, or you don't have enough muscle or something like that. I feel like what you're successfully mastering is to really like understand your body and see your body as like a beautiful vessel, you know, like perfectly shaped by the universe. Not perfectly shaped, but like that the body functions, you know, and does everything. But I almost want to say, like, to the point where you find yourself unresistible and sexy, you know, because I can feel it. It's almost like when, you know, for example, as a woman, if you dance and you shake your hips, you really feel like you are inside of your body and you love your body and you find it so irresistible, you know. I feel like that's the type of energy that you're currently mastering, to truly look at yourself. And it's not about, like, you know, your beauty or the way that you look or the way that your body looks, but more so like feeling the warmth of your body and feeling like how beautiful it is to touch yourself, you know, and how much warmth. This is like for some of you guys, you also have been looking into tantric, how do you call it? Tantra? Do you say tantra? Or tantric sex or something like that? I feel like there's something about like your sexuality. You will have like a boost in your sexuality, finding yourself freaking sexy. I don't know, I can feel it. Now we also have here truth, and it says truth is different at different levels of consciousness, reserve judgment. So yeah, I feel like you will no longer judge yourself. This is a feeling of like you will accept yourself as you are. You will accept your mistakes, even mistakes that you've made in the past. And I feel like you will come almost like make peace with the mistakes that you've made in the past. Maybe they've been hunting you. I feel like you're overcoming that. It's an energy of where you no longer judge yourself, or where you no longer pay attention to what other people say about you or the way that they judge you. It's almost like you're so in tune with your body and your spirit and your soul and your intuition, so in alignment that, like, even if somebody came through and said like, girl, you ugly, you would look at them like, are you sure? You know, I think you were talking about, like, I don't know, like something else. Because if I look at myself, I see something beautiful. Like, nothing that anybody can say would take away your peace. That's what I'm feeling here. This is like, but you're not fighting with them. It's just like this inner truth that you feel, you know, that almost like takes away all your fear of judgment, I want to say. Now we also have here possibility. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? It says focus your attention on what could go right. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy and experience twice. Oh my god, that's interesting. I actually like that. I'm actually like pondering on it, because it says when you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy and experience twice, which is true, right? So what I'm feeling here is, it's interesting. We have the rain card. Now rain metaphorically stands for like a, you know, stormy times, or having like a rain cloud above your head, maybe like thinking negatively or feeling doom gloom, you know, feeling blue. Do you say feeling blue? You know, or like, you know, when there's gray weather and you feel gloomy and stuff like that. I feel like what you are mastering and learning right now, what you're successfully mastering, is how to work with darker energies. This could be like energies of your like shadow aspects, or almost like, you know when we feel guilt about a mistake, to work with it and to transform it into peace. So the sun and the rain card for me feels like that you will, it's almost like you are the sun when it is raining, so you don't need the sun to shine. You know, it's almost like nothing can affect the love that you have for yourself. Nothing that anybody says, you know, like, oh, you did that wrong, but you feel like, or let's say you draw a painting and somebody says, ooh, that's ugly. You will look at them like, okay, well, if you say it like that, then, you know, that's the truth for you. But if I look at this painting, I see a masterpiece and I did that, you know, and you will not think twice about what the person said. That's what I'm feeling here. Now, this talks about when you go through a rough time, right? The rain is a little bit rough, a little bit gloomy, so you will successfully overcome, like, let's say maybe like negative thoughts, negative voices in your mind, and it talks about focusing on what could go right. So I feel like you will learn how to naturally feel like things will go well for you. You're not it's not a place of like I feel like it will come natural. There's a shift happening here with you guys. Especially since we have the Truth card, this could also be that you are really like tapping into your psychic abilities, or connecting with a very, very intense or strong healer. The Moon is also an energy where a mother figure, you know, like a female figure that will help you to kind of like tap into your own truth, or to help you to kind of like maybe see the future. This also reminds me of palm reading, and palm reading is like about like destiny, how long will you live and stuff like that. So I feel like you will probably discover your destiny, I almost want to say, and for that reason you are very, very calm. Yeah, so I feel like you will learn how to naturally have a mind or think best case scenarios for yourself, and therefore you're also manifesting them. The best case scenario is also connected to the 8th house, so I feel like you're also learning to see yourself married, or you're learning to truly believe in love again, to believe in marriage, to believe in true love, when before you were a little bit like, I'm not sure about it. Everything that happened in the past does not support the true love theory. So that's what's changing for you guys. Now let's get a few more cards here. What success is coming to my beautiful pile number 2? Pile number 2, future success. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna get the cards and then we're gonna talk. Let me see. Future success that is coming to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. Okay, we have the Moon twice here, so let's talk about it. We have the Sun here. The Sun always talks about a glow up, specifically this deck here. As you can see, both of those cards are just dancing out of happiness, feeling alive, feeling happy, feeling positive energy inside of your body that you want to express by dancing, right? By moving your hips, you know? So there's definitely an energy that I feel like you will fall in love with your body no matter what your body looks like. There's an energy of like deeply desiring yourself, like looking at yourself and you're like, hey, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm desirable, you know? Look at that. Now we also have the 4 of Cups here, and the, what is that? I think that's the Page of Swords. Let me see what that is about. Okay, I'm feeling here that, you know, it's almost like you have a vision for yourself. To me, it feels like, I know I can be this beautiful, bright person. I know I can do so many things, you know, or it almost feels like, because the 4 of Cups talks about rejection, so this could be that you are successfully healing from rejection. Let's say somebody chose someone else over you. What I'm feeling here is, or just in general, like feeling like the universe is rejecting your wishes, or you are being rejected by certain people. It does not even have to be romantically, but also like work situation or something like that. What I'm feeling here is that you will understand. Ooh, we're going deep. I feel like you will understand why all of this happened. So it's almost like you will, you know how you find a you know, a bug, let's say a bug. There's a bug flying in your room, and it's this weird noise that is getting on your nerves and taking your sleep. You know, you cannot sleep because you hear it, you know. But now that you're noticing, oh, it's a bug, you look out for it. And as you look out for it, you can kind of like successfully solve the problem. So I want to say, that you're solving the problem or solving this mystery why things do not work out in your life, right? You will successfully like master or see like, hey, I have to stop doing that, because if I do that I self-sabotage, or if I do that it brings me into a negative energy, and when I'm in a negative energy I do not attract what I want. So I almost want to say like you will spot like this has to go, right? So because we have the sun and the moon energy, this is working with your strength as well as with your weaknesses, but it also talks about like what can be seen and what is hidden. So I want to say that you will discover certain things that are hidden. The 8th house is also about secrets. I almost want to say you will find out a secret about even like what kind of thought exactly in your mind is fucking up certain possibilities for you, and you will learn how to heal it. Look at that energy here. Like she's like, okay, I'm gonna look at this, what is going on here, even with like a magnifying glass, seeing exactly what is like it's like this the stone in the shoe. You will be like, oh, I have to like remove it, that has been bothering me. I almost want to say this could literally be like a belief system, I want to say, but I also feel like it's definitely something about like maybe you have been like somebody you have been struggling with thinking worst case scenarios, and I feel like you will successfully heal your mind to the point where you naturally think positive, I want to say. Let's get a few more cards here. Pile number 2. What kind of success is coming to pile number 2? I almost want to say I'm paying attention to the feather here on the card. So what I'm feeling here is it's almost like you felt like life is hard or life is rough, right? I want to say that you will feel lighter on your feet, like going through life with a very with ease and breeze. I feel like that's what you're successfully manifesting or attracting. It comes from a place of like everything that you've learned. I almost want to say like even that you're going to write things down about yourself and the way you think, or certain downloads that you get, right, from your spirit guide, certain insights. And I feel like you're going to write everything down, like write all your soul onto paper, or maybe spirit is suggesting that because I feel like that is helping you. It's almost like if I look at this card here, it's almost like she's dreaming about her beautiful future, right? But she also feels somewhat stuck or feeling like this will never happen for me, maybe for other people, or I'm not as beautiful as other people, or I'm not as fortunate as other people. Now, to me, this really looks like a story. So then, she decides, let me write everything down that I'm feeling, everything that I need to release. So she's releasing all her thoughts. She will put them onto paper. For some of you guys, I'm also seeing here, some of you guys are going to become authors, and you will write everything down that you've been through. There's an energy of like I feel like some of you guys, you will become an author. Look at these books here. You will write it all down, and I feel like success is coming to you through a book that you will write. Okay, now she's writing everything down, all her feelings, and now she's like, let me go out into the world. I no longer want to just stay here and feel gloomy. Let me go out into the world. And you can also see the colors are changing here. So there's like, I almost want to say you will find your passion for life again, or an energy of like positive expectations for life that come very naturally. It's like you will decide to go on this journey. It's an intuitive journey here. This could be metaphorically, like, you will go on a journey deep within, and everything that is hidden there, everything that is hidden in the subconscious mind. For others of you, you are literally going on a journey, like, I need a vacation. I'm going to go on a solo trip for 1 week. I'm going to relocate. I always wanted to do that, yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Okay. Let's see, I just want to get a few more cards. So we also have, what is that about? The Knave of Pentacles. Let's see. Future success that is coming to pile number 2. Judgment. Okay. Future success that is coming to pile number 2. And one more card. Yes. Okay. Just one more card. Oh, yep. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, okay. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So guys, I'm seeing here, first of all, it almost looks like, how do you call it? Charlie and the chocolate? Charlie and the, you know what I mean. He looks like Johnny Depp, doesn't he? And Charlie and the chocolate something something. What I'm feeling here is, okay, I feel like you will discover the magic of life again. You will discover how much magic there is in life, because I almost want to say you will manifest or experience miracles, or things like that, things just work out for you very naturally, that you do not have to do much. Because I'm looking at the magic mushrooms. There's some type of magic, some type of like almost like such a crazy experience that people would not, you know, believe you, you know. Could be an experience that you will have only with yourself, right? With your intuition, with your spirit guides. Could also be that you will be with somebody, an experience. But I want to say that this is like an experience that almost makes you believe in the magic of life again, that your life is magical, or that magic exists. Also, this movie, maybe this movie is important to you, or maybe you should watch it. Doesn't it talk about the golden ticket? Doesn't it talk about like this golden ticket that you will win to go to the chocolate manufacturer thingy-majiggery? You know what I mean? So it's almost like you will be taken to a place that is very, very unusual and full of magic. I think you should watch the movie, because didn't we talk about becoming the protagonist? I think I was saying that, like the main character in the book. So the main character in this movie, he's very poor, and then he wins this golden ticket, and because he's such a grateful person, because he's such a grateful child, it's the Charlie is blessing him with winning, right? Isn't it like that? So I want to say that, I almost want to say that Spirit is going to bless you with a huge experience that is probably going to be very, very odd and very, very weird, and people will not believe what the heck you're talking about. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that. Okay. Now we also have the Ace of Chalices. We have the Judgment card here. To me, it feels like first of all, this is about like for me, this feels like an announcement here. So I almost want to say that you will successfully announce that you met your true love. To be completely honest, the Ace of Cups is about true love. This could also be like successfully like announcing even to yourself, like, oh my god, I think I met the one. You know, this is going to manifest as a result of everything that you're learning and all the shadow work that you're doing. Now we also have here the Two of Wands, and it's so interesting because I felt like for some of you guys, you're literally going to go on a journey, and for others of you it's metaphorically. And as you can see here, first of all, she's feeling good, she's feeling confident. So I feel like you will feel confident about your future. I feel like that's what you're currently learning and manifesting. At the same time, she's also leaving something behind successfully. You will successfully leave something behind. And the next card that came out was the Three of Swords. So you will successfully heal from any kind of heartbreak that you went through, and it will not affect your future anymore. It's almost like, hey, yeah, that happened in the past. You will even laugh about whatever the heck this person has been doing to you, whatever the heck that they've been saying. Like, excuse me, are you serious? So it will no longer hurt you, you know? And then we have the Hermit here. Yeah, Hermit is always about healing, but also about discovering a very, very important truth here. I feel like there's something that you will successfully discover about yourself, but also some type of intuition here, some type of like, I saw it in my dreams, and it happened 3 years after. And then we have the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah. feel like there's a change in your mind to the point where I feel like this to me reminds me of like the brain synapses or whatever you want to call it. Like here, as you can see, I almost want to say that there's something, it's almost like you can see the connection everywhere. There's a photo or a picture where it says everything is connected, and I feel like you would deeply understand or feel that everything is connected. There's something about everything is connected. You can connect like the dots here, but I also feel like the way your brain is working, which was also the card here, is changing. The way your brain is working is changing, and I also feel like you probably will go, like your brain capacity or the way your brain is working will work for you instead of against you. But at the same time, you might also be in it for a surprise that you like your how can I say that your brain is functioning on a higher level, I almost want to say. Okay, my beautiful pie number 2. I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments if you liked it, if it resonated with you, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my loves, hello my beautiful pie number 3. You chose this beautiful, I think it's an agati, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see what's going on. What kind of success are you manifesting? Basically like you know, what are you learning, what are you mastering when it comes to like spiritual lessons, and what kind of success does it bring to you like on planet Earth, or like, you know, tangible success. So let's look at your cards. Let's see what's going on. Okay, pie number 3, I am feeling an energy. We have the 12th house here. Now the 12th house always talks about spiritual enlightenment. The 12th house is Pisces energy. Some of you guys, you might be Pisces or a water sign, because I'm seeing water here. What I'm feeling here is with Pisces energy is always about like finding ultimate enlightenment, where you feel connected to the universe, where you feel connected to God, where you feel connected to your spirit guides, where you feel connected to life, to the life force. You know, when we go back in time, I was thinking about it the other day when I was on my balcony, like, you know, isn't it crazy? Like, you know, we can say like a house was built by men, right? Like a human built a house, or we built, you know, hospitals, or we built all kinds of things. But if we look at a tree, no one created this tree, but this life force, right? This energy that was there before us. Nobody created a tiger, you know. Where does the tiger come from? You know, how did the you know, creation of the tiger, where does it come from? You know, the trees that we see, you know, they look so mundane, you know, they give us air and stuff like that, but when you truly look at this tree, you have to think about, where does it come from? It comes from a source that is unknown to us. There was no human. I was actually Googling it, like, you know, who created trees? Because I was thinking like it's such a mysterious energy, how everything came about, how everything was created, right? So the energy that I'm feeling here is you will probably successfully master your ultimate enlightenment, in the sense where you will probably, there might be a time for you guys right now that you are somewhat in isolation, or you might feel alone or isolated, especially with the whole situation out there, right? So what I'm feeling here is you're actually finding your connection to God. You're finally finding, not finally, I almost want to say you're getting back to that energy, back to the energy of like source, of where did everything begin, you know? So I want to say that you probably will go through like a spiritual awakening, or a very deep and intense experience where you feel deeply connected to God, feel deeply connected to the universe. Could also be that you will like feel how the universe is like, how can I say that? How would I explain that? It feels like you will feel connected with everything, I almost want to say. So you're probably going to find yourself like praying more, or in a sense where you really like sit yourself down and ask yourself like, wow, you know, we live on a blue ball that is flying in space, surrounded by stars and huge like planets, and how everything is so divinely orchestrated. It's almost like it's magic. If I think about it, it's bonkers, right? We live here as if everything is mundane and normal, when it's absolutely freaking the heck not. If we think about it, like we live on a blue ball that is rotating, right? And we don't fall off, and it's like a blue ball in space with all kinds of things, and it's like, oh my god, I'm living, and this is like reality. I almost want to say you will probably go through like let's say like, it's like your mind is expanding. We also have here stretch and expand. So I feel like your mind is expanding, your consciousness is expanding. This could also be that your spiritual, let's say, experiences are expanding to the point where you will get extremely intense signs where you know this was destiny, this was God, or I'm like, I truly believe, you know. Even if you do believe, I feel like you will go through even more experiences where you feel like, I believe in God, I love to pray, I believe in the universe, look how everything is magical, you know. If we look at it, you know, if we stop and just see like, where did everything begin? Where did everything come from? You know, this source, you know, this unknown source, even this mystery, how the creation of humans started, right? So I feel like you will probably like go through an energy where you're like going to contemplate about a lot of things, especially when you find yourself in isolation. And I feel like you will go through an energy that brings you such an intense enlightenment, I almost want to say, especially since we have Sagittarius here. Sagittarius is always about like higher learning, higher beliefs, you know, believing in something higher other than us. This could also be an energy here about, I almost want to say, I'm feeling here, look at that energy, the compass. We have the compass here, right? And it's interesting because this woman is just floating, and we were talking about, we're actually just floating in space if we really truly deeply think about what the heck is going on here. This is not just like us going to work, us going to school. We are floating in space with a huge fireball that doesn't, like, you know, hurt us or burn us or whatever, and how everything is so perfect if you think about it, how the universe like works, and that the trees give us like air and stuff like that. So I almost want to say that you will go through life, or you're kind of like mastering to connect back to source on a very deep and personal level, to the point where you have very deep and personal experiences with spirit, with God, with the universe. Now we also have the compass here. The compass always talks about like direction, like in which direction do I go? Maybe some of you guys are thinking about like, I don't know which direction, and others of you have like a tingling feeling what your direction could be in life, you know. Now we also have here, I think it's called an arrow, as you can see. So I almost want to say that you will probably get enlightened when it comes to your goal, or how to achieve your goal, or what direction is the best for you. I almost want to say you will get a very strong guidance to the point where you know what to do. And I also want to say here that you can see that she's really just relaxing. So I feel like you will naturally find yourself being in the flow with the universe, always looking at the clock, and it's the same number, for example, like 2:02, 3:03 or something like that. But it's almost like you will have such a deep trust in your destiny and in the universe, to the point where you no longer worry about your direction. You no longer worry about, like, let's say the future, or if you are on the right path, because you naturally find your path, your way through life, right? We also have here, it talks about peace. So needs and peace. I want to say that I'm feeling here, again, with the compass. I always love to talk about like the emotional compass, where we go somewhere and we feel good about it, you know, or we do something differently throughout the day and we feel like, oh, that makes me feel good. I've been drinking a lot of water today and I'm less tired, right? That would be your emotional compass telling you, hey, maybe I should continue to drink water because it makes me feel more energized throughout the day. Whereas if we eat very, very little and we feel exhausted, it's also our emotional compass, like, right? Compass goes here, like, nope, doesn't feel good, does not feel like, you know, it's good for me. Yep, that feels really, really good. So I feel like you will have such a strong direction in life. So it's almost like you naturally know your way. You naturally know how to navigate through life, although it's so full of everything. You know, like all these influences, you know, everything, like all those possibilities. And, you know, for example, let's say you want to think about, like, what is my purpose? What is my career? Now there are a thousand ways in which career you could go, or in which direction you could go when it comes to your career, you know. So I'm feeling here what you are mastering is having this strong emotional compass where you know, oh, that is the right path for me. It's almost like, you know, I know this is the right path for me, this is the right direction. So I feel like you will, for some of you guys who have been feeling lost, I feel like you will find yourself back and you will find your direction in life. For others of you, you already know your direction, but I feel like it will intensify. You know, your trust and your confidence in your path will intensify. We also have here peace, and it says, just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. So yeah, what I'm feeling here is you are currently mastering and successfully manifesting into your life that you have a very peaceful life. 12th house is also peace, because in the 12th house you find the monks that, you know, pray or meditate on a mountain in isolation. This is the type of energy that Pisces is actually carrying in astrology, and I follow Vedic astrology. Now, so what I'm feeling here is you will probably find yourself feeling extremely peaceful about life and which direction you will go, or which direction you choose for yourself, right? I'm also feeling here that it's interesting, we were talking about what does feel right and what does feel wrong. Look at that, how it's highlighted. One mask is smiling, I feel amazing here, and the other mask is like, I do not feel good. So I feel like there will be a lot of light. How do you say that? The light will shine upon what doesn't make you feel good, or what you need to kind of like avoid in life, and therefore you will find like I would say a peak in emotions, or like a peak in feeling alive, a peak in feeling vibrant life force, to the point where you just feel like you're energized, but at the same time you're also very peaceful about your own life and which direction you're going. So yeah, what you're currently manifesting, successfully mastering, is that you are creating a life that is full of peace, whatever that means to you. That you will probably slowly but surely see that drama is leaving your life. This could be in the form of, like, let's say you were working a 9-to-5 job, then you find your passion, and this passion that you have really brings you a lot of peace. Let's say you want to become a meditation teacher, and you become a successful meditation teacher. Now when you go to work, you feel peace and your life is peaceful, where before you had like a 9-to-5 job in a customer service, and it was like quite, you know, testing you and a little bit of drama, right? Because you have to like deal with their complaints and stuff like that. So I feel like you're successfully mastering to manifest a life that is full of peace, that you truly desire, this peaceful energy, that you have no worries about, like, let's say bills for tomorrow, or worries about like you know, like, am I on the right path? Is this truly what is right for me, right? The scattered mind that does not know which direction is the right one. And we also have here needs, and it says, do you need more time to yourself? Interesting, because we talked about isolation and feeling like you're kind of by yourself. Do you need more time to yourself? A break from thinking too much? We also talked about that. A kind encounter with a friend. Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. So yeah, I'm feeling here that you're currently mastering to work with the energies again. Like, when you feel bad, you know, okay, this made me feel bad, I shouldn't be doing this. This makes me feel good, I should be doing more of that. And I feel like you are it's almost like you become this enlightened version of yourself, where you go through life peacefully and very calm, because you take so much like good care of yourself. I feel like you will successfully master your self-care routine, and because you have such a strong self-care routine, you also go through life very, very strong. It's a you will have a very, very strong energy, full of peace and full of, let's say, you can accomplish like huge things. Because if we talk about, let's say you go to the gym and you didn't eat, you didn't drink, and then you perform very poorly in gym. But if we think about like, oh, maybe I should drink a protein shake, maybe I should drink some water, take some water with me, then your performance is very, very high at the gym. And I feel like that's what you're kind of currently mastering. We also have the ecstatic, which we already talked about as well, to the point where that's what I was thinking and feeling here. It's almost like you will find yourself feeling ecstatic about life, you know. If we talk about like what it means to feel ecstatic about life, it's an energy of like truly enjoying life to the fullest, I want to say. So I feel like you will find yourself feeling like you enjoy life to the fullest. It comes from a place of like enlightenment, about like expanding your thoughts about life in general, about the world, about yourself, you know. So I'm feeling here you are currently manifesting, like, look at that energy here. She's full of light. That's what I was like. And also you can see that this light goes up, source, right? You feel so connected to source, you feel so connected to God, that you feel ecstatic about life, you feel happy about life, right? Not that life is perfect, it's not about that, but you always know how to get yourself out of a funky mood, you know. It's very easy for you. I also want to say that you will probably attract and manifest experiences that make you feel very, very like ecstatic. So I wouldn't be surprised if your life is going to be crazy in a good sense, you know, like where very interesting things happen. You might also choose to live a life that is absolutely out of the norm, whatever that means to you, like deciding that you want to live on the countryside, or have like a little house in the forest, right? Or that you are somebody, you want to travel the world, and therefore you're going to find a way, a solution to travel the world. Or you might even be like those crazy experiences that make you feel alive. I want to say you're mastering what you need in order to feel alive and to really like truly experience life to the fullest, and to enjoy life, basically. Let's see. Sagittarius, it also says this energy is, I don't know what you say or how you say it. The energy is imbues power, superior confidence. We talked about it, this confidence, right? Enthusiasm as well, with faith, good fortune, and authority. So you might find yourself becoming an authority figure. You might find yourself having good fortune, but again, it comes from a place of like, you know, in order to create good fortune for ourselves, we need to see the opportunities. And this is about the compass here. It's almost like you will naturally gravitate towards things that bring success, abundance to you, but it comes from a place of like you vibrate peace, and peace comes back to you. You vibrate feeling confident in your path, and therefore you also attract those opportunities to you that are really for you, you know. Let's see what is coming to you, or what kind of success are you manifesting here. I also want to say with the stretch and expand, you can see that I'm telling you, I feel like you guys will have like a very crazy life, or that's what you are desiring, to have a crazy life, to have like those crazy experiences that make you feel alive, right? Maybe you also like to feel adrenaline, I think you say. But if we look at this card closely, this person is just jumping, or like just this free energy, free like a bird. I almost want to say you will feel free like a bird here. And you will just do things that you will no longer be scared to do, things that are unusual, right? Let's see, because that's what you need, that's what you desire, that's what you need in order to feel alive. Let's see, what kind of success is coming to... We're going to talk about it in a second. So what success is coming to you? Oh my God. Oh my God. Pile number 3. Let me get one more card here. Oh my God. I feel like for some of you guys, you are really meant to be on stage. You are really meant to be a public figure. You're meant to be an authority. You're meant to have your own company. You're meant to do something that I feel like you will stand out in the crowd where people can look up to you. Sagittarius energy is also about like a guru, a teacher, about higher learning. So you might be let's say your destiny is to become a teacher, an authority figure, to be seen here. We also have the sun here, and we were talking about the sun right in the beginning. Let's see. You might also teach other people to become peaceful, or to find peace in life, or to be connected to the universe. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm telling you, it's very strong. Okay. Let's talk about it. Pie number 3. So we have here the Page of Swords. This energy, you know, as you can see, is about writing things down. I want to say the success that is coming to you because you learn to work with the energies of Source and to fully connect to Source and to indulge in higher learning, to listen to, you know, teachers, you know, gurus that make you feel connected to the universe and make you feel connected to God. I almost want to say that you are meant to share your teachings here, because it almost looks like she's learning so much. If you look at the books here, you're going to learn a lot, and I feel like your knowledge is you're going to be blessed with abundance because of your knowledge, I want to say. There's an energy here. The 10 of Pentacles talks about financial abundance, financial freedom, right? The presence that you can see here is also, I want to say that Spirit is blessing you with gifts, blessing you with opportunities because you learned your lesson successfully. The 12th house is also about a journey. I want to say, you know, the journey of like learning and spiritual lessons never ends, but I feel like you close a huge chapter in your life when it comes to your spiritual lessons, and now it's time for an even bigger position and even bigger, like that you become a teacher yourself, for example, when before you were like a good student, you know. Just want to cleanse the energy here. So what I'm feeling here is you know, the funny thing is the card says this area, the 12th house, it says this is the area of your life that is overwhelming. So I feel like you will have an overwhelming experience with Spirit, with the universe, with God. It says you yield to a greater cause or power. I want to say that Spirit is probably going to use you or going to speak through you to people. I don't know what you're going to do, but I think you're going to do something big. You're meant to do something big. You're meant to fulfill a purpose that is quite big here. So I'm seeing you here again in an authority position. Could also be having your own company, making money with your teachings, making money with something that makes you happy, but you also touch people with what you say. This could be in the form of music, poetry, art, it doesn't matter, you know. We also have the Ace of Cups here, and the cup is overflowing, and we talk about overwhelming energy here, right? So I feel like, yeah, it feels like you will feel extremely alive, you know. You will feel extremely alive and also successful financially. There's some type of financial success that comes to you because you learn something, because you share what you have learned, or because you make a plan for yourself. Because some of you guys, maybe you might be writing down like, oh, I want to do this business, or I have this business idea, or I have an idea what I can do for like as a side hustle. And it's interesting because I feel like your side hustle will become your main source of income. Maybe even if you thought like, oh, I'm gonna have my job and my side hustle, your side hustle is going to take the heck off. Your side hustle is going to take off, honey. We also have the Sun card here. This is feeling alive, feeling like, you know, life is so beautiful that I want to dance, right? Feeling free, like free and open for all experiences that are coming to you. And then we have the Six of Swords. So what I'm feeling here is the Six of Swords. If we look at that energy, this is like traveling by water. There's a lot of water here. Some of you guys, you might also do something risky moving abroad, right, or traveling to a very, very far place where you have to like travel overseas, I want to say, because I feel like you might find yourself finding your success in a different country, in a different area, even in a different continent, or you might go on a journey, like traveling to a destination and finding like that is my home, I want to say. So you might find yourself feeling home in a different country than your original country, I want to say. Now look at that energy, guys. That is so intense with you here. I mean, it talks about 12 hours, always talks about completion, and completion would be, now that I completed that lesson, it's time for me to, you know, experience financial success. I want to say that you are currently mastering how beautiful it is to have those spiritual experiences where you feel deeply connected to life and everything that is life, birds, flowers, you know, a loving conversation with a friend, that you just enjoy everything that life has to offer. But at the same time, there's also a new level. I want to say you're graduating. It almost feels like graduating. I feel like you're graduating, and you will like enter a new level where it's no longer just spiritual enlightenment, where it's no longer just let's take the just away, where it's no longer spiritual enlightenment and no longer just imagining, you know, this beautiful life, but it's actually manifesting, my dear friend. Let's see what's going on here. Future success that is coming to my beautiful pile number 3. I hope I called you pile number 3, because I feel like my mind was in pile number 4 already. Some of you guys might have been connected or drawn to 4 and 3. Let's see. Yes. Things are no longer scary for you. You no longer see life or experiencing life as something scary. You see life as, oh, okay, it's a challenge, right? But I have the ability to overcome this challenge here very easily, because you know how to navigate through it, right? Let's see, what future success is coming to you? I definitely feel like you are either going to be blessed with an opportunity where you make huge amounts of money, or it comes from a place of like you will like publish your book, publish your art, publish your knowledge, what you've been through, because you learned something so huge, you learned something so incredible that you have to share with people. For others of you, it's like making a business plan, and again, it's working out here. Your business plan is going to work out. I'm just saying. Let's see. What future success is coming to you, pile number 3? What future success is coming to you? You're getting ready for a big journey, guys. I'm just saying. Like, it's a big journey that is ahead of you. It might overwhelm you because this amount of money that is coming to you, this amount of feeling alive, you never felt that before. The beauty is inside you. Don't let them bring you down, no. I have this song in my mind because of pile number 1. I was channeling a song, The Hanged Man. Let me see. One more card here. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, that's the last one. And the Star card. Guys, I really feel like you have a big purpose. Let's not lie about it. You have a big purpose. There's a big purpose for you. You have a big, like, everybody is important, you know, everybody on earth is important with their role, but I feel like you have a very extraordinary role to play. It's interesting, right? Since we have here, it looks like a theater, so I feel like you play a big role in the development of the universe, and there's something about you, something extremely unique. The universe chose you to fulfill a purpose. The universe chose you. You are the chosen one. There's something about you. You are the chosen one to fulfill this purpose, to carry out this purpose, to carry out this energy that you're going to bring to the universe, that you're going to bring to the world. Now, we also have here the Strength card, and you can see the mask here. And we also have the mask here. So it's almost like you're going to discover something that has been like hidden, right? I feel like, isn't it interesting how one card was talking about like a drama-free zone, and it looks like this line here is about like drama trying to like, you know, bring you down. That's why I was thinking singing that song, don't let them bring you down, no, the beauty is inside you. Nothing can bring you down. No grumpy customer, no grumpy person, you know, no nothing can bring you down. It is not possible, because you are meant to rise. Woo. You're meant to do something big, guys, I'm telling you. Now, we also have here the Knight of Chalices, which is the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups always follows their intuition and what feels good. It feels like, yeah, for me this looks like you're getting ready to go on a journey. I don't know what you guys are doing. Maybe you already have like a business plan, or already feel like, I know my purpose. So it's almost like you're getting ready here with your compass to go on this huge journey, right? Getting ready with your horse and your compass, and then you're going to go on a journey. Could be metaphorically, could be literally. Now we also have the Magician here, which always talks about working with the magic of the universe, feeling the magic of the universe, as well as using your abilities, using your skills, using what you were blessed with. So I feel like you're going to use everything that you have been blessed with. It's almost like discovering like, oh, that is my blessing, that is what is going to bring financial abundance to me, because I'm good at it and I can actually like help people and I can actually make money with that, you know. So that's what I'm feeling here. Now we also have here, we have a lot of Knight energy. It's definitely about traveling, like you are in it for the ride. Knight of Chalices, look at that. And in both cards we have here the Knight of Chalices and the Hanged Man. By the way, I read cards intuitively, not necessarily like about the meaning. As you can see here, the Hanged Man is usually someone that feels stuck. However, in this card, I'm just feeling here, we also talked about a tree, and here's the tree. You know, it's almost like your connection to source is going to become so strong to the point where you can free yourself from a situation that made you feel stuck, while other people are still stuck in the rat race, still stuck in a position where financial restriction is, you know, also restricting them from following their dreams and stuff like that. You will free yourself. There's something about you freeing yourself with the power of the universe that you feel inside of your bones, inside of your veins, you know, so connected to spirit that you can free yourself from a situation, right? To free yourself from a situation that possibly brought you drama, whatever it is, a lifestyle, a job, a relationship, a situationship, whatever it is, you will free yourself. No more drama in your life, honey, no more drama. And here also, there's also a connection up to the sky, as you can see, like, you know, the path here. Like your path is leading up. We were talking about you're meant to rise. Nothing can bring you down because you're meant to go up. Look at that. I feel like your social status will rise as well. Let's say you're becoming an entrepreneur. Let's say you become like a successful artist. I feel like your position in society will rise. You will rise, right? You will take on a bigger position in society, because we also have authority energy here as well. And it's going to be different for all of you. Is that everything? I think so. Yeah, because pie number 1 was so freaking long. Pie number 2, I'm not sure. Anyway, my beautiful pie number 3, I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you liked it, if you resonate with it, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 4. I think I just gave you an ASMR moment. I don't know where people like to hear people chewing and, like, you know, drinking water and stuff like that. That's it's a little weird, because I do like ASMR, but I like ASMR like when they touch something, or like, you know, but not like chewing and stuff like that. It sounds gross to me. Anyway, hello, my beautiful pie number 4. Let's see what's going on with you guys. What kind of success are you manifesting? What lesson are you learning? Let's see what's going on here. Give me a second. I'm drinking ginger tea because the weather over here is, it has been raining all day, and you have to like make sure that your immune system is good. So if you would deal with like having a cold a lot or something like that, I would highly suggest ginger tea, because I don't know, it works wonders. Like every time I drink ginger tea throughout the day, the next day I feel better. Even if I felt like I'm gonna get a cold, it doesn't break out because I drank ginger tea. I don't know who had to hear that. Okay, what's going on here? Let's see. You have a similar energy like pie number 3, and I think I also said in pie number 3, pie number 4. So you might be connected to both readings, or you might feel like you want to watch both. I would definitely support that. We have to cleanse the energy. Give me a second, guys. Spirit always tells me like, hey, it's time to cleanse the energy. So that's what we're doing now. Let's see. Let us see what's going on for you guys. How are you all doing? I hope you had a lovely day, and if not, I hope this reading makes your day a little bit more beautiful, because I'm already seeing lovely energy here. Yeah, so let's start. Okay, pie number 4. What I'm feeling here is it's interesting, because I'm going to title this video basically what are you mastering, and it's interesting. It says master the dance. So I feel like you are, how can I explain that? Pisces energy as well. Again, it's connected to, I feel like it's connected to pie number 3, okay? So what I'm feeling here is with the Pisces energy and master the dance, I want to say that you are successfully mastering to become the bigger version of yourself. Because if I look at this card here, to me it almost looks like that is her, right? But it's almost like her spirit, as you can see here in the back, it's almost like her spirit is even bigger. It's like even bigger than her. So I almost want to say that I feel like you will successfully master to become a master yourself in a specific area in your life. You might become somebody that teaches people about something that you already mastered. It's almost like if you're not becoming a teacher, it feels like to me that you are, I don't know, it's like you are destined for, it's like you're destined for something bigger. You're destined for something huge, I want to say. But it feels very lighthearted. So it's not like a, let's say it's not like a purpose that would like overwhelm you or burden you. It's almost like you find what is really like natural to you, like second nature, something that is second nature to you. And you might find yourself that what is so natural to you, like it's so natural to you to, it's so natural to you to cook, let's say. It's so natural to you to cook. And then you will see like, oh, that's my opportunity to teach people how to cook. And that's where you're going to gain a lot of success, because we have the success card here. This is definitely about financial success as well, which we're going to look at in a second. Now, what I'm feeling here is with you guys, again, I feel like you're going to become a teacher or a master yourself in a specific area. You're going to master something specific, where to the point where you become a teacher, or to the point where you become an important voice in the universe, an important role in the universe. The Pisces energy says this energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens and resolves. So I want to say that you're successfully going to, it feels like you're successfully going to resolve a problem that you had in your, that you have in your life. I feel like it has something to do with like the life that you imagined and the life that you actually have. So I want to say that you're probably going to successfully manifest to create the life that is in your imagination. But again, I also feel like it has something to do with like, for some of you guys, it also feels like swimming against the stream. So you might find yourself that you have unique abilities and a unique talent, right? And maybe you have been overlooking that talent, or you have been overlooking that skill because it's so natural and second nature to you. And then all of a sudden, Spirit is telling you, hey, we want you to manifest, or we want to help you to manifest your success with the gift that we already gave you, right? So you got this gift so you can manifest this financial success, I want to say. Now, we also have the success card here. So listen, Linda. Listen. You are destined for success. I feel like you're actually mastering how you will be successful in life financially. You either are still in the process of finding out. Others of you already know, hey, I can make money with that, I can create financial abundance with that, and you're already in the process of manifesting success into your life. Now the card says, today is a really good day, you are in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. This is what we were talking about, that something is second nature to you, that you might overlook it, and other people tell you like, hey, you're really good at it, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, thanks, I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. And it's so second nature to you that you don't even see that this is an opportunity for you to create something bigger out of it. Now, the card also talks about you being in the flow, so I feel like you're going to successfully feel like you are on the I feel like, yeah, maybe you will already like feel successful before the success is coming into your life. But I also want to say, being in the flow means that you are on the right path and that you are carrying out the purpose that the universe put into your life, or like, you know, the falling into your lap. Isn't there a quote, things don't just fall into your lap, or like you have to work for something, things don't just fall into your lap. I feel like for you it's going to be different. However, it comes from a place of like, you learned your lesson. The Pisces energy is also an energy where we find enlightenment. The 12th house or Pisces energy is about the ending. It's the last sign of the zodiac circle. So when we think about Pisces energy, it always talks about how we end a very, very important cycle in life, and a new cycle begins, and we have Aries energy here. So you're definitely entering a new cycle, and I feel like this new cycle is about success. To be honest, I feel like you learned everything that you needed to learn, guys, with the Pisces energy. It's interesting because I feel like Spirit is not telling me what exactly. Oh, they do tell me what. Okay, so listen, Linda. So what I'm feeling here is, I just want to show the cards to you so you see what I see. Okay, how am I going to do that? Hold on, just wanna. Okay. All right. So as you can see here, there's two energies, right? We have one energy that is somewhat dark. So what I'm feeling here is that you will, hold on, is it in focus? I think so. So what I'm feeling here is you will successfully manifest or successfully overcome dark times in your life. This could be in the form of overcoming depression, overcoming anxiety, overcoming dark thoughts, overcoming fear of the future. Whatever dark energy you have been going through in life, I feel like you learned every lesson that you need to learn in this dark period of your life. It was meant to be there, though. You were meant to go through this heartbreak, because then you learn what true love is. You were meant to, you know, feel those frustrating feelings, you know, at school, right? That you feel like they don't teach me they don't teach me to be prepared for life. All these feelings are valid. Every feeling that you feel, frustration, anger, sadness, has been your teacher. I feel like it has been a little bit rough for you, but I want to tell you that a new cycle is beginning where it's a lot brighter, because you learned every lesson that you need to learn. And the card here says, your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness, you choose. So I feel like there have been certain, let's say, experiences that really challenged for you to be happy. This could be a short illness, this could be, again, like mental health problems, whatever it is. I feel like you're successfully overcoming this dark energy, and you're actually learned to work with it. You actually learned, okay, I have to do this and I have to do that in order to feel calm in situations that might trigger anxiety, or I learned how to heal my heart from heartbreak. So you're becoming the master of learning how to work with shadows or with shadow energy in your life, whatever that means to you. It's almost like pain taught you well, but I also want to say pain can no longer touch you. I mean, of course, it's normal to feel pain, but how can I explain that? Let me think about it. You know how a guru, or like if we think about like a monk, like a very old wise monk, it actually reminds me of a story, but I don't have the whole story in my mind. So it's a monk, and this monk, he was sitting by the water, and there was like somebody trying to challenge him, like, I will, you know, cut your head off if you don't speak to me, or something like that. And this monk was in such a deep, peaceful energy that nothing scared him. So I feel like this is something like you went through some scary stuff, okay? You went through some scary things to the point where nothing can scare you anymore. That's the energy here. Nothing can scare you anymore because you went through it all. And as you can see, look at that. She's transitioning from dark energy to light energy. It's almost like you are rediscovering the light. You learned every lesson that you need to learn, and now you're entering this energy of light. It says flow with divine timing, and this card says you are in the flow, and this card also says flow with divine timing. So I don't even feel like you need this reading, to be honest. I feel like you're already really good at working with your pain, working with destructive thoughts, working with whatever you know you have to work on with those dark energies, right? Pisces energy is also, if we look at it at a clock, it's the darkest hour before the sunrise. That's what I feel. You went through the darkest hour of your life, and now it's time for the sunrise here. And I want to say that you don't really need this reading. I feel like you are very in tune with the universe. You probably know all of that. This is all confirmation for you guys. The only thing that I want to say is that Aries energy is about being bold, taking chances, not being afraid of competition. So you might also be in an energy where you overcome competition, or where you no longer get scared by competition, let's say, because you know who you are and you know what you bring to the table. So I feel like there's an immense confidence that comes from a place of like, hey, I learned my lessons that was in the past, and now I'm ready for this bright future, and I'm manifesting that, and success is coming to you because you mastered something, right? Because you learned your lesson successfully. Guys, I have to change the battery. I'm gonna be there in a second. Okay guys, I'm back with a fully charged battery. Something that I just heard was that I feel like your ancestors, but I want to say like the universe told me to tell you that they are very proud of you. You are a very good student. It's like life taught you a lot of tough lessons. What Spirit is saying is that they are so proud of you. Look at that. Look at this deity here in the back. It's almost like you are connected to all those deities, to all those gods and goddesses that have lived before, like in past life. Maybe you even have been, you know, some type of like deity, god, goddess. I was actually, because I'm watching Brigitte, for some of you guys, maybe you're watching her too. Her name was Aqua Arcana before, and she posted a reading on her Patreon that was about like, have you been feeling like you were a god or a goddess in your past life? So for some of you guys, I feel like this resonates with you. For others of you, this is almost like these, I feel like these teachings, these very teachings that were like sage, like the teachings of a monk, right? The teachings of a deity. I feel like they're all like, you learn so much that to the point where you yourself have such a wise soul, and the knowledge that you carry within you is so sacred. And again, it talks about like you being so deeply connected to all these deities, all these gods and goddesses, you know, that have lived before us. So I almost want to say Spirit is saying like they're very proud of you, everything that you have learned through all these dark times, because this made you this wise person, almost like a monk, you know, like a sage, you know, like somebody that is guiding people through life. You know, you have the ability, you have this energy to you that is very like, when people talk to you and you give them advice that is connected to past life, that is connected to deities and gods and goddesses. You know, they want to say that you are a beautiful student and that it's time for you to become a teacher or to take on a bigger position. Aries is also about like Aries is very bold, and Aries is very in your face. So when before maybe you've gone through some type of isolation, some type of alone time, feeling somewhat alone or a lonely road, I feel like now it's time for you to connect with other people. But at the same time, again, Aries is all about like to realize the life that you want for yourself. No matter what other people's opinion is about like what life should be like, you will manifest the life that you want, feeling very bold, feeling very like let's say, for example, you have been dealing with procrastination. I feel like you will learn, or you are currently learning to overcome that. For some of you guys, there's no longer procrastination. There's an energy that you feel like the timing is right for me to start something new, to start this new endeavor, and it's going to be successful. It's like success is predicted. Whatever you're going to start next, whatever you're thinking about doing next in your life, in your chapter, right? Or what your new chapter should look like. Let's see what success is coming to you. Also, it talks about happiness. So I feel like you are mastering to be happy no matter the circumstances in life, that nothing can shake your happiness, right? Happiness does not mean that we're happy all the time, but it's like we do not fall into depression anymore, or we do not fall into like feeling gloomy for weeks, you know. Maybe it's like for 1 or 2 days, maybe it's for 1 week, you know, it depends. Maybe it's even for like 1 or 2 months, but it's never like, it's not a consistently present energy of feeling down or sad in your life at all. Let's see what success is coming to you. This card came out for all piles. Ace of Swords, the truth. There's something about, hold on. There's something about the truth here. Let's see. We have the sword twice. This is, wow, okay, we're going to talk about it in a second. That's interesting. This could be that you learned something extremely important that you need to write down and that you need to share with people. Or that is important for you to share with your future children. I'm also feeling here teaching like your future children. I'm also feeling an energy here of like overcoming a pattern in your family, you know, a pattern where your family always did. For example, your parents and your family always did what society wanted, and you're going to do something completely different, and you're breaking the pattern here in your ancestry and your lineage, I want to say. What success is coming to pile number 4? What success is coming to pile number 4? Let's see. What success is coming to pile number 4? That's interesting. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Wow. I keep saying wow. I'm hearing the lotus that grew from the mud. I know that you went through some things. I can see it, I can feel it. You're going to be blessed with a bright future. Let's see, what are you? Yes, absolutely. Yes, you are breaking some type of like pattern in your family, in your lineage. Look at that energy. 10 of Cups talks about family, and the 5 of Swords talks about conflict. There's something about your lineage, your family. Maybe you didn't have much. Maybe your family always has been, you know, not financially well off. I feel like you're breaking this pattern. It's like the family that you are creating, or the children that you are raising, they're going to have a different mindset, and they're going to manifest some big things, some big beautiful things that will carry on in generation after generation after generation, right? It's like almost like a ripple effect. So no matter if it's you who's going to break the cycle, I feel like you're breaking the cycle either by you being this person in your family where you're going to do things completely different, right? And you will have a different outcome. Or you have children, and the way you raise your children are going to achieve something amazing, something beautiful. They will carry out their purpose, you know. For some of you guys, I'm feeling here that Spirit is saying, look at your name and write your name on Google and find out what the meaning of your name is. I feel like it's important. I feel like you should check what your name means. Even the name of your mother and your father. Check out what it means. The translation. What's the meaning behind your name? The meaning behind your name. Let's see. Success that is coming to pile number 4. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna be with you guys in a second. Okay, let's see. Future success. Okay. Yep. There's a huge conflict that you went through. It could even be, I feel like people hurt you purposefully, or there was something about like people hurting you, people being jealous of you, people leaving you behind. There was something, there was like a, let's say like a, there was something or somebody around you that really like hurt you or tried to hurt you, but it did not fully work. It's almost like, I feel like somebody saw the, you know, it's very interesting, but let's talk about it, because sometimes we do not realize, because I feel like there's something that you're not realizing. I keep feeling that in your reading, that there's something unique about you, okay? And you don't, I feel like you are realizing it right now, but you did not realize it when you were younger. And maybe you went through like mobbing, cyber mobbing, or you went through like people telling you you're weird, you should change, you should be normal, or like people being jealous of you and trying to sabotage your relationship, your success, whatever it is, or like talking bad about you behind your back, or you know what I'm talking about, because I feel like that's where your lessons come from. Now, I'm feeling here, it's almost like Spirit is saying that that happened because they knew how successful you will be. Pile number 4, we were talking about what kind of success is coming to you, and it says success. Look at that, all these gifts. It's almost like people saw how blessed you are, or people saw, could even be like people subconsciously, even from past life, okay? Seeing that your future will be successful, or that you will have successful children, or things are just falling into your lap. For whatever reason, you always come out of a difficult situation, and you always get like a, somebody's always helping you. There's always an energy that is helping you to come out of a difficult situation when other people really struggle, right? People saw that and they were jealous, or they felt like you have to go through the same pain as them, like you should suffer just like them, which is not the truth, because Spirit is saying you are supposed to be blessed. It does not mean that life has been like beautiful all the time. No, you went through some stuff, but it's time for you to now experience a chapter where it's all about happiness, because you already know about sadness, right? Now let's talk about it. We have the Hermit card here. The Hermit card always talks about looks quite scary, doesn't it? I truly feel like you went through some scary stuff. I don't know what this is, but you went through it. Something dark, something scary, but look at the light. It's like you were blessed with a soul that has the knowledge to come out of situations that look very hopeless, or that look very destructive, or almost like you know, this will be like let's say this will really like hinder your growth, let's say. Now we also have the Page of Swords here, so I want to say you successfully master to use your knowledge to get out of situations, and because you have so much knowledge, right, it talks about that you overcome problems. So I'm feeling here because you have this knowledge, it is very easy for you to solve problems, like your own problems. It's almost like your mind, you're so smart how to get out of situations that seem difficult or whatever. The Ace of Swords is about a specific truth here. This could also be about a contract. So there could be an energy. I feel like you have a soul contract, or you have a contract with the universe, in a sense where there was an agreement before you came on earth. Oh my goodness gracious, we're really going there. I feel like there was like an agreement with before you came on earth, because there's something about you. You're supposed to, I feel like, you know, like stop certain habits in your family, in your lineage. I don't know what it is, because it says this energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous, cruciating, impulsive, and action is likely. So what I'm feeling here is, from conflict you will go to ultimate peace, right? To ultimate peace. I'm feeling here with the High Priestess as well. You might also be gifted with like seeing in the future, or fortune telling, or like your intuition is quite strong. So I'm feeling here, your success that you're currently manifesting is a happy family, or is a happy family dynamic, or something that is going to, I almost want to say like a happy family in the future, a happy family dynamic. I also feel like something about your children is going to be very like interesting, like the way that they're going to grow up and what kind of people they will be. So I'm feeling here, you are successfully mastering to create your ultimate happiness, okay? Because you went through the dark chapter. Now it's time for the chapter of happiness, to truly understand and feel and indulge and experience happiness, when before you understood what pain has to teach you. And again, I saw the lotus in the mud. You know, it's almost like you went through so many things, right? But this made you this beautiful, compassionate person that brings so much love to people. You know, you're special. Now, I want to look at those cards. Give me a second, guys. So, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Chalices. Let me see. Yeah. It's like you're no longer finding yourself feeling hopeless. It's almost like you will have the, let's say you will have the balls to take action. I feel like you would do something that you might have been scared of it, maybe not, but I almost want to say that you have such a strong power to create this huge shift in your life, this huge new chapter in your life, when before you were a little bit like insecure if you could do it, right? This looks a little bit insecure here, like I don't know, I'm not sure. This is also about like, should I do this, should I not? You know, 4 of Pentacles is about holding back, and this is an energy of like feeling hopeless here. Honey, you're moving on from that, okay? You're moving on from feeling hopeless, feeling insecure. That is no longer your life, okay? We have the Chariot here. This is everything that you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind feeling scared. You're leaving behind feeling clumsy or insecure about yourself. You're leaving behind feeling hopeless. That is no longer part of your life. You learned everything that you need to learn. Now, where you're going, we have the Empress energy. Excuse me, Empress energy. I told you, I knew it. There's something big about you. The Empress energy is the highest energy of a female in tarot, which means I'm feeling here, and look at this heart here. I told you, you have such a beautiful heart. I feel like you're going to be blessed with success. You're going to be blessed with success, with love, with even like material gains, because what I'm feeling here is, again, it's like you learned everything that you need to learn, but there's also a contract here. There's something about a mission that you have, like a bigger mission. The Empress is in a position of power, right? She's in a position of power, so you might find yourself being in a position of power. We also have the Queen of Wands here. I just want to show you the difference in the cards, what is happening to you and around you and within you. You know, feeling like a little clumsy, you know, feeling like a little bit shaky baby on your 2 feet. And here's like feeling very stable, feeling very, very stable. You're building your future the way you want it to look like. It's like you're attracting. You are going to attract a lot of things to you, I want to say. You're going to attract. This looks like she's easily attracting things into her life. Look at that. And this also talked about things fall into your lap. What does that mean? Things come to you easily, right? When before it was really, really hard. And then last but not least, we have the Knight of Swords here. What is that about? What is that about? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm seeing something here. Because it's interesting, I want to show it to you. We have the Ace of Swords here. Do you see that? Well, it's a sword here. And it's a sword here as well, right? And we have a sword here too. There's somebody with a sword here as well. What is that about? I just want to get one more card. I know this reading is freaking long, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's see. What is that about? This Ace of Swords. Let's see. Wow. Guys. Okay. Look at that card. I feel like it's supposed to be a surprise here. I feel like Spirit is telling me this is supposed to be a surprise. I feel like you're going to receive some type of communication. This could be in the form of a person, a letter, an insight, a teaching, spirit, like, you know, literally when you're meditating, there's some type of communication that is going to surprise you. Yeah, it's Six of Wands. It's success. I feel like you're meant to be successful. I feel like what is coming to you is a chapter of success where you might be in a position of like where people see you, right? Or where you're going to be like the most successful in your family, let's say. That is what is coming to you. And do you see those tears? Those tears come from feeling blessed. You will feel like you want to cry because the universe blessed you, and it's a surprise. I don't know what it is. It's success. I don't know what it is though. It looks like a surprise, and you will probably like shed tears out of happiness, and you cannot believe that the universe gifted you with so many things, right? And when we have the Eight of Pentacles here, could be something with work or your career, but look at her. It's almost like the coins are just everywhere around her. I feel like you're going to be a magnet when it comes to manifesting money, to be completely honest. And it's like people knew, because you have an aura, you have an energy. People knew that this will happen to you, that you will have this bright, successful life. They knew it either consciously or subconsciously, right? And it could be that people tried to sabotage it, people tried to like hold you back, you know, what we were talking about, but it's happening, it's coming to you. Nothing can stop the success that is meant to be. I feel like Spirit wants to bless you with the most amazing life that you can possibly experience. Okay? There's something about you, some type of huge opportunity falling into your lap, because now it is time for you to experience what it feels like to be happy, okay? Because you went through the other chapter already. Okay, beautiful pie number 4. I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if it resonates with you. Yeah, and I would say I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.